Actually, I do talk to myself sometimes in public. It's a really bad habit. It's really hard to catch yourself. Like just the other day, just today actually, I was just walking back to my apartment, and I like started going through my act out loud. I was like, "Hey, how about that oil spill? Oh, look, there's a guy on his porch looking at me funny for some reason because maybe I'm talking out loud to myself. And am I saying all this shit out loud too? Whoa. So I tried to like play it off like I had one of those cyber like cell phone ear implant things. I was like, oh yeah, oil spill call, yeah, good stuff. But I don't believe it for some reason. Uh, I forgot to ask you guys, how you all feeling tonight? Yeah. Are you feeling good? Are you feeling communist a bit? Just a little bit communist or socialist? Yeah. Oh, that's good. Maybe it's working. It's like they passed a healthcare bill like 6 months ago, and like this guy on the street was telling me that like that would be the end of American capitalism, and I was like all excited about it. But then they passed it, and nothing really happened. I mean, I should have trusted him because he was really sketchy and like invited me to a tea party, and I don't even know what that is. Like I don't think that's what grown people should be doing or whatever. Uh, I mean, like, he's like going on about the end of capitalism. I'm like, yeah, that's great. It sounds good to me. He's like, well, you don't understand. They're gonna pull the plug on your grandma, man. I was like, man, my grandma's dead. So the only logical assumption I can make here is that your tea party thing is some kind of evil demonic ritual where you raise deceased grandparents as undead abominations, and that's not cool. Because zombie grandma may make good brownies, but she's just doing it to get to the grandkids' brains. I mean, honestly, people. And if the federal government feels like it needs to step in and euthanize zombie grandparents, I'm for it. 100%. It's pretty cool. Going to like slightly newer news that's not really new at all, but whatever. I can't be writing jokes about new stuff. It's too hard. You guys know that girl Constance who tried to take another girl to prom in Mississippi? And the school was all like fascist about it, and they canceled prom. Well, she ended up suing them. I just saw in the news the other week that she got like a settlement for $35,000 from her high school just for missing her prom. And I thought, I should sue my high school because their prom was discriminatory against me. Now, you could probably guess this already, but but we like to be called socially awkward Americans. And so for me, like prom is like a very emotionally distressing thing. I think I should be compensated for it. But my brother, who's a lawyer who went to law school or something, told me that socially awkward people aren't a legally protected minority group. And I kind of told him, I was like, well, man, maybe we're working on it. You don't know. We could be lobbying Congress right now to get legal protection. It's just that socially awkward people aren't very good at lobbying. And like, they just be like looming around congressional halls, like, Senator, can I talk to you for a second? I'm gonna look at my shoes for 3 minutes now. Just kind of look at that. Yeah. I mean, it's just bad stuff. You can't be being socially awkward and being senator. It's cool to have a brother who's a lawyer, though, in some ways. Like, I can threaten people now. If they do something I don't like, I can be like, hey man, my brother is a lawyer, and you will not hesitate to sue your ass. And they'll be like, Sam, sir, we don't serve Diet Dr. Pepper here. We only have Diet Pepsi. I'm like, he'll sue you regardless because he has law school debt to pay off, and he has 3 kids to feed. So he's like a hungry lawyer wolf. All right, he will sue you. He will like do some kind of lawyer wolf thing that I can make as a metaphor for litigation. I don't know. Having a brother that's a lawyer kind of sucks in a lot of ways too, because that whole living up to your parents' expectation thing, that's not really an option for me anymore. My brother kind of ruined it by becoming a lawyer. Like, I suppose I could beat him by being a doctor, but I could never be a doctor because I can't make important decisions. Like, I played free throw over the most mundane thing. I'll be like deciding whether I want oatmeal or cereal for breakfast, and I'll be like, oh shit, this is going to ruin my day. So I couldn't be a doctor who made important decisions, so I guess I have to be like a general practitioner who just gives people physicals. But again, I'm a socially awkward American. I'm good at giving physicals. Can you imagine as a sketchy guy being like, okay, I need you to take off your shirt now so I can listen to you breathe. Okay. Yeah? Yeah? That's cool. That's cool, man. That's really cool. Thank you for your contribution. Okay, you go outside. Well, that was very useful.
Wait, what did you say?
Something about feminists, man. I wasn't really paying attention. But no, I actually did just recently get a physical from my doctor. Recently, being like 8 months ago, but I want to tell the joke anyway. So recently, my doctor's he's really matter of fact, because he's like all down to business. But I like to be a bit more personable, so I try to ask him 2 questions. But I don't want to waste his time, so I only ask questions of medical significance. Like I asked him, I was like, Doc, can you tell me the connection between trans fats and transformers? Because like if there are like little robots swinging around my body that like are like fat molecules, and then they're a robot, and then they're shooting missiles around, I need to know that shit. And maybe they could fight the antioxidants, because maybe, I don't know anything about antioxidants. That was another question I asked him, like, hey, do you think the mainstream media is biased against oxidants? Do you think they have an antioxidant bias? Because you never hear anything from the pro-oxidant side. There's 2 sides there, so you're not getting both. And my doctor looked at me and said, Sam, you're a very funny man. Now take off your pants. It's like totally the perfect reaction, man, but you're not really the type of person I'm trying to get it from. But I try to keep an open mind, so I took off my pants anyways. So how about that oil spill? I'm pissed off about the oil spill. I hear they capped it. I'm still pissed off. I'm still boycotting BP. For me, boycotting BP means I just go down the street to the same Shell station I always go to, because it's like 3 minutes closer to my apartment. But whatever, that makes me sound lazy. And if I'm boycotting BP, that makes me sound like an activist, which will help me with the ladies. But then again, I'm socially awkward, so, well, maybe not. I thought that joke was fun. I gotta give BP some credit, though. They leaked this official document that was like their whole master plan for what happens if there's a spill in the Gulf oil, a spill in the Gulf of Mexico. And they mentioned this plan. They were thorough enough to consider the environmental impact on all kinds of species in the Gulf, including walruses. And now, biologists may tell you that there are no walruses in the Gulf, but I say this. I say there could be, and they could be like really endangered, and we wouldn't even know. So maybe BP is being nice. Maybe they're doing something right. But if I give them any points for that, I have to take points away. Because like, they didn't protect any other imaginary species in that. Like, what about the lizard man who lived in Louisiana swamps? There's nothing there. I mean, they're like totally anti-reptilian American, which isn't cool. Yeah, reptilian American. And I'm sick of that kind of bias going around against lizard people. Like me, I mean, I think they're all right. I wouldn't vote for a lizard man for president. You can say that. I'm racist against an imaginary race, deal with it. But whatever. So I only have one more joke. Well, I did have one more joke. I wanted to be like a real pro and have something that was really funny and took everything full circle and stuff. But I'm an amateur, so zombie grandma. Thank you, guys. It's been great.
That was Sam Windsor, everybody.